Good morning. I'm going to talk a little bit today about my favorite villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is the only Animal Crossing game I've played, but my favorites are the rabbit villagers, and I wanted to also show off my own rabbit villagers that I made based on my bunnies that I have at home or have had. Some of them have passed on, but it's really fun just to try and put your own critters into the game a little bit or imagine what they would look like. So the first ones I'm going to go through are the Peppy rabbits, who are just really fun and silly. They're cute. They're kind of like cheerleaders. They're a little dramatic at times, but they're so much fun. So this is Bon Bon. I do not have her on my island, but I have had her in the past. Let's see, this is Bunny. Bunny is super cute and cheerful. I do have her on my island. This is Carmen. She is also another rabbit I have had on my island before, and I just adore her. She makes me think of chocolate rabbits, like at Easter. This is Chrissy. I'm not super fond of Chrissy. I know she's on like the Bubblegum album, but I don't like any of the villagers that look like they're clowns. They just kind of bug me. But I guess if you had like a circus island. This is Dottie. Dottie is precious and adorable, and I absolutely love her. I don't have her on my island, but she is super, super cute. This is Gabby. She's okay out of the Peppy. She's not really like a standout favorite to me, but I've had her before. This is Pippi. I could not say her name. I wanted to say like, I don't know, like pea, like sweet pea or something. No, this is Pippi. Not a fan. I don't like the style or the face very much, but you know, maybe some people might like her. This is Ruby. Ruby is my all-time favorite. She's just absolutely wonderful, and she's a moon bunny. She loves the stars and the moon and talks about them all the time. Absolutely one of my favorites. Moving on, let's bring in, these are the lazy types. And the lazy villagers are pretty cool. They're pretty chill. I have a couple on my island. They're fun. This is Claude. I don't have him on my island, but I've used him for like the Happy Home Paradise stuff. He's okay. This is Cole. He is a sweet baby and is on every island I have, just like Ruby. I don't know what to say. I love his face, and I love that his little buck teeth are pointed. For whatever reason. He's like a little bunny vampire, but he's really I don't know. I love him. This is Doc. I'm not a fan of Doc. I don't know. I don't know if it's the brown mixed with the blue. It's not for me. But he's cute. Hopkins is okay. I absolutely love Hopkins. He's so, so cute, but he's not a real rabbit. He's an inflatable toy, and I think because his house is an arcade, he's supposed to be the prize inside the shop, or the game store or whatever. But the little inflatable nub on the back of his head, when I first saw it, I was so I was so confused, and then I was stressed, and then kind of conflicted about having him on my island because he was just some weird. I thought he was a pool toy at first, like one of those things you blow up and throw in your swimming pool. But then I realized that no, he's an arcade prize. But I'm torn. I love his face. He's so cute, but I don't understand. This is Sasha. He's the new lazy rabbit and absolutely adorable. I love him. He's on the island. And I think that's it for the lazies. Okay, and then we have the random types. So Coco is a normal, and I always wanted Coco on my island. I kind of like things that are a little bit on the spooky side sometimes. And since right now my island still has like a Halloween theme because I never got it finished in time to debut it, so next year at Halloween I'll do my video. But Coco lives on my island. She is just wonderful, and her personality is just so sweet. This is Gaston. Gaston is the only grumpy rabbit, and I think that's kind of hilarious because if anyone has bunnies, then they would be able to tell you rabbits can be pretty grumpy. So when I do my bunnies, when I show you what mine are, I'll definitely tell you what type I think they would have been. But Gaston is a grumpy. I'm not a huge fan of the red nose, but I do like his little stash. This is Genji. He's a jock. Jock bunnies are, well, any jock type will basically be obsessed with working out, challenging you. They'll talk about their abs. They do island patrols. But they're all really fun. I love Genji. He's always patrolling my island during the middle of the night into the wee hours of the morning. He's pretty funny. This is Snake. I don't like Snake. I don't like Snake at all. I don't like that he's pink. The ninja outfit's perfectly fine, but I don't like that he's pink, and I don't like this face design. He doesn't look like a rabbit to me. He looks like a person that's trying really hard to pretend to be a rabbit, and then they got sunburned. And I don't like it. This is Mira. She's a superhero bunny. She's cute, but just not for me. I don't like the star on the back of her head. Francine. She's a snooty. Oh, Mira was a sisterly type, by the way. The only one. Francine is a snooty, but looks like a clown. Don't like it. Tiffany, hard pass. Absolutely not. I don't like her design. I don't like it. She's like either one of the cigarette girls from like the 20s or something, or I don't know. I don't know if she was supposed to be what exactly she was supposed to be based on, but I don't like her design. And then Toby. Wonderful Toby, who is a smug type. Love him. He's on my island. He's from the Sanrio Club. And then this is O'Hare. And he's also a smug, but I guess he used to be a lazy, and then they coded him as a smug for this version of the game. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of the green nose and stuff. He kind of looks like a coconut and a lime smushed together. So that's it for those bunnies. Now I'm going to show you my rabbits. And let's see. I need to zoom out a little so you can see them a little better. Let me zoom out a little more. There we go. Okay, so these are my bunnies. And I'll just show you the pictures. I don't know why some of them are really zoomed in and some are not. But I'll show you the pictures, and then I'll show you the images that I made of them in Animal Crossing style. They're all zoomed in at like different sizes. I didn't realize that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh my gosh, that face. I love that face. So I think that was probably it on them. So these are the Animal Crossing versions that I made of them. This is Chisai. Chisai is the black and white Dutch that we had, and honestly, I think he would be a smug if he were in the game. So he's super cute, and smug would fit his personality really, really well. He wasn't exactly grumpy, but like he had his moments, but he was generally kind of just aloof, doing his own thing all the time. But he was a wonderful rabbit. This is Haruka, and Haruka had the brown and cream coloring and kind of like what we used to call a moosey face. I think she would have been more of a mix between a sisterly and maybe a normal type, or possibly, no, yeah, definitely a sisterly or a normal type. She wasn't really a snooty or anything, but she got along pretty well with just about everyone most of the time. This is what I think Kiku would have looked like, and Kiku was definitely like a mix of a peppy and a snoot. She she could be very snooty at times, which is why I don't think she always got along with Haru. But she was definitely a peppy when it came to the boys. She loved the boys very much. She was always grooming and running around with them, and just a real sweetheart. This is what I believe Natsu would be like. Natsu is definitely a grumpy bunny. He's just, he loved Haru very much, but that was it. Nobody else. Kind of into his own mischief, into his own thing, and he's definitely got his moody moments, I would say. He can be a moody guy, but he's also really sweet once you get to know him, and once he warms up to you. He's just precious, and he's my only bun that I have left, but I just love him to pieces. And this would have been Tenchi, and Tenchi was definitely a jock. He was always into mischief, always getting into things, burrowing holes into the bed when I wasn't expecting it, sneaking down the hallway to investigate stuff, jumping over the fence and getting into the closet. I mean, he was just crazy little guy, but he was as sweet as could be, and always sounding on alerts. He would totally have been a jock, and he and Kiku were just together forever. So yeah, those were my bunnies, and I hope you had fun just listening to me ramble about the whole Animal Crossing stuff, and just enjoying looking at my pretty babies with me and reminiscing about how wonderful and sweet they were. I miss them a lot. I really do. They're sweet, sweet faces and just cute, cute personalities. But, yeah. Have a good day.